Hi. New person in the hot seat today. Mr. George Townsend.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
New topic today, models. Still under the development
I'm not
topic.
talking about us.
Hey.
Myrdal's cumulative causation. This explains regional differences. Basically, areas which are already successful attract even more foreign direct investment and become even more successful, polarising the disparity between the rural and the urban areas. More inequality. The urban areas are experiencing that multiplier effect, but the rural areas aren't. So the core has a cumulative and growing advantage over the periphery.
Okay. So the core gets better and better and better, while the periphery develops little.
Because the core can use economies of scale, it has better technology, better infrastructure. Basically, it's just an upward spiral, whereas the periphery just sort of remains the same or even...
Sort of left for dead, aren't they?
Yeah. Growth will slowly spread to the periphery.
What's that called?
But...
Dip down, is it?
Oh,
Drip drop.
Oh, what is it?
Trickle down.
Trickle down.
Trickle down.
Yeah.
Trickle down.
So it will eventually, it's slow, but it will eventually move to the periphery. But the point is, the core has a growing advantage over the periphery.
Bosh. Who the hell is Myrdal's?
I do believe it's pronounced Myrdal, but so there's not actually like a specific model. It's just basically a cycle.
Okay.
So you got underdeveloped region, low real wages and high unemployment, high marginal product capital, and so the labour migrates out of the periphery and into the core. So there's brain drain on the periphery as well.
Bosh.
Okay, next one is Friedmann or Friedmann, spelt fried chicken. Friedmann. The core is usually a capital city or a colonial port due to industrialisation.
So this is the core.
Yeah.
The dot.
And then the green is the periphery.
So what are the arrows?
Primary goods go from the periphery into the core. Periphery is what provides like, all the food, the natural resources like the coal, the lumber. They all go into the core and like feed it, sort of thing. They're called resource frontiers, I do believe. They are the periphery who are exploited for primary goods.
So we got core here, peripheries here, and they're sending in resources from the resource frontier here straight into the core.
Yeah. And on top of that, there's these things called upward transitional stages, which are where it benefits from being close to the core.
This bit here.
That is the upward transitional area. And you can also have multiple cores and multiple peripheries. For example, every city is a core. Secondary cores form, so the size of the periphery is reduced. So more, in a wealthier country, there'll be more cores than in a poorer country.
So you can say like this is the wealthy country.
Yeah, you got
lots of them, and then that's the poorer country.
The national core here in the middle. Yeah, and then you got the secondary cores coming off it, which as a result have reduced the size of the periphery, and
so these are smaller than.
Yeah.
So,
Tune.
Back on it.
Final one, Rostow. So we do have a nice model for this one.
It's 5 stages.
Yeah. First one is traditional society. That is, there's an agricultural basis. There's little manufacturing in the country. You know, your classic. The example here I've got is Malawi, so very poor, impoverished country. Then you've got the preconditions for takeoff, which is where external links are developed. Resources are increasingly exploited by MNCs or colonial countries. They begin developing an urban system. Inequalities develop between the core and periphery, and population increases. We've got the takeoff to maturity is the next one, which is when the economy rapidly expands. The multiplier effect causes regional inequalities to intensify. For example, Indonesia. Test what's capital?
Bangkok. Bangkok.
Oh yeah, it is. I was going to say Jakarta.
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 So what's Bangkok?
So what's Bangkok? Have some of that. And then we've got the drive to maturity, which is the 4th one. That's where there's the diversification of the economy, development of the service industry, population growth slows or stabilises, for example, Greece. And age of mass consumption, that's high production and consumption of consumer goods. Population growth slows considerably, for example, the UK or even Japan, where the population growth is dipping.
Cheers, lads.
do some dancing.
Straight in. Down in the club.